Hi everyone, welcome to Mama Kim's Kitchen. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who supported me and my products for all these years. Without your support, I wouldn't be able to continue cooking and keep on growing. So, thank you again. I am very excited to share that my kimchi just won a gold and a bronze medal at the Sydney Royal Food Show. And I thought I would share the secret behind award winning kimchis. So, what kind of kimchi do you like? For me, I like nice and crunchy, nicely fermented, and perfect balance of flavors. So, how do we make it? Pickling the cabbage is the key. I usually pickle the cabbage in about 10% salt water for around 8 to 10 hours, depending on the weather. After that, I do a little bending test to check if it's just right. After pickling overnight, drain it and rinse it 2 to 3 times and then have a taste. It should be nice and sweet and a little bit salty, not overly salty. If it is, rinse it again. If it's too bland, that's fine. We can add salt later on. Today, I'm going to use my kimchi seasoning. This seasoning is the same seasoning goes into this award-winning kimchi. This pouch is 300 gram of kimchi seasoning, which is enough for about 1 to 2 cabbages, depending on the size. I'll share the ingredients in the comments what goes into the pouch so you can make it at home if you want to make your own. I'm going to use about 2/3 of this seasoning because the cabbages were pretty small, and it's always best to start with a smaller amount and add more seasoning or extra salt. So I have pickled cabbages ready and spring onions and garlic chives. This is just extra because I like it personally, so it's up to you whether you want to add extra ingredients like radish, garlic, or garlic chives like me. It's up to you. You can also keep it simple with just pickled cabbages and seasoning alone. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I like stronger flavor, but it's totally up to you. Then we mix them gently. I wish you can smell this. I love this mixture of ginger, garlic, and fish sauce and all other ingredients. It's so good. If you don't like it too spicy, you can always use less seasoning and add extra salt later on. That way, you're lowering the heat level but still keeping the right level of seasoning. If you're fermenting it, you want to have certain level of saltiness so it doesn't go rotten. Now it's mixed well. You can see beautiful color all the way through. Don't make it too red, adding more seasonings because the color will get richer as the chili flakes diffuses later on. Now I'm gonna put it in the container and make sure you don't fill the kimchi in the container right to the top. Always leave about an inch from the top because during the fermentation it will expand and you might have an explosion in your kitchen. And also, when you are putting the kimchi into the container, make sure you pat it down nice and firm, making sure that there is minimum air gaps in between the cabbages. And I use glitter wrap on the top and push the kimchi down firmly again so there is a minimum oxygen between the leaves. This is reason why we use special containers for our kimchi that has the silicone valves. It lets the gases escape but stops air from getting in, encouraging the healthy fermentation process. So it's almost look like a vacuum sealed, so minimizing all the any air gaps inside the kimchi. And then put one more layer of glitter wrap on the top. This is not for packing it down, this is just to hold the inner layer. Once it's packed, leave it at the room temperature for about 2 to 3 days, depending on the temperature outside. And then keep it in the fridge, maybe 2 to 3, 4 months. My kimchi is average of 2 to 3 months, depends on the season. Sometimes it be shorter, sometimes it be longer. Now we wait, maybe 1 or 2 months. I think making kimchi is like a giving birth. You don't know what's going to come out. But hopefully I helped you to make a better, successful kimchi in the future. And maybe one day you get to taste my award-winning kimchi, or you can make your own and share with me. Happy cooking! See you next time.